Alright everybody, listen up because I'm only going to tell you this once. We're going to be looking through some resource packs that I have been working on for a little while now. And the first thing you should know about this resource pack that I'm in right now, it's based on B00-100's resource pack. And then it's got a little touch of some things from Mr Nismo from the patron server, good friend who's been working on some resources, and we've been passing things back and forth. But we've also found a lot of skins online, which that's not my face, obviously. That's our zombie head. We found a lot of different skins online, and we've customized them to fit our purposes. We've found some resource packs that had a few things we wanted, and then we've gone ahead and built some brand new things all by ourselves. So let's take a look in here. This is our Survival City resource pack that I built because, honestly, I've been doing a lot of modern building, and I wanted some mobs, some items, and some armors that fit in a modern setting, and some sounds that went with them, as you've kind of already heard a few of those here in the background. So we've got here our diamond armor, which is our highest tier. It's army gear, modern, Then we have our chainmail armor, which is pretty good stuff, old school. Fits the theme of a sort of a chainmail situation there. Then we have our gold armor. It's a specialty biosuit armor that we have here. And we've got iron, our police gear with the, flak jacket, all that. Or, sorry, no, a bulletproof vest. That's our flak jacket. I always get the names of those two confused. But anyway, so here's our police gear and our riot gear, which is sort of like your Fallout Raider outfit. All of these are custom item designs that I came up with myself, but these armors are all from different packs I found online that I've edited myself as well. So yeah, very cool stuff. Glad to have used some of that. Speaking of using things that I've not developed myself in this pack, we've got some iron doors and pressure plates and trapdoors and blocks. We've got some wooden trapdoors and wooden pressure plates and wooden buttons that look a little different than vanilla. Those are all from B00-100's latest resource pack. And these crates here are actually created by our friend Vexy from the patron server, who so nicely shared them with us when we asked. And, those are really cool. One of my favorite things to add into this pack here. So, let's go on to the tools. So here we have our wooden tool set. Wooden baseball bat with some, nails and glass all in the end there. A wooden shovel, wooden pickaxe, kind of a cheap imitation of a nice axe there. I thought I'd go with that look. And a wooden hoe. Then we have our stone tools, which kind of looks like a police baton there. The stone axe is a specialty hatchet, a nice little tool, but not the greatest, you know what I mean? Then we have our gold tools, which, the gold sword being a chainsaw will make sense once you see the mobs in a little bit here. Here we have our iron tools with a Bowie knife, which actually ends up being about 5 or 6 pixels shorter than the other swords. So it's kind of like your military knife. Pretty cool thing. And actually, all the pickaxes, shovels, axes, and hoes that are from these other 4 here, other than this one axe, and this one here, these are all basically based off of these skins right here. So then let's check out our diamond gear, which is a machete. Then we have our entrenching tool, which is a pretty badass shovel if you've ever used one of those. We've got a jackhammer for our pick, which I figured, you know, when you've got efficiency 4 and 5 going on your pick, it ends up swinging so fast that this does look pretty cool, even though it's a little bit weird trying to think of having a power tool in Minecraft. Then we've got this axe, really like that design, and this hoe, which kind of has like a white stone look to it. The next thing I want to look at are transparent items, and we've got actually there, yeah, here we go. We've got all the stuff we need. So our shield is something that I built myself. I used frosted ice and iron textures to come up with these as overlays onto the texture. As long as you have a semi-transparent block on the front, you'll be able to see through from this direction, and if you have a semi-transparent block on the back, you'll be able to see through from this direction. So really cool new feature that's been added in. Also, this is something that I added in from another pack. It's like a modded pack that I kind of took the thing out of here. I'm going to start doing some building in the end probably at some point, and you know, Enderman can be a real pain in the ass when you're doing that, and eventually when I am building in the end, I'm going to give a different texture to the pumpkin as sort of like a, you know, because I think once you go into the overworld, if you see some pumpkins and they're growing and it looks like a space helmet growing out of the ground, it's going to look really ridiculous. So there's one thing that's pretty cool. Then another thing that's really interesting is this transparency here. I think it only works on players. I think it might only be client side, because when I see mobs wearing the suit, I can't see through it. And I wish I could, because that'd be super cool to see like a skeleton face or a cop face, you know, inside of this. But anyway, that's a really cool new feature that's been added in this, only in this very latest version of Minecraft. So that's awesome. And you know, we've changed this, I don't know, I just decided this should be on this floor too. All of our potions are in kind of mugs now. I think that looks pretty cool. In the modern city, I think we should have some modern furnaces, which instead turned out to be stoves, since we use these to cook things. Found this in a 64 by 64 pack, and changed it down to a 32 by 32. And we have the B00 glass in this pack here too, which ends up also looking cool on beacons, which here you can see that they don't attach to the glass panes. Very cool. Here you can see the first of our mobs that we've changed is a spider. And if you see the shadow, you'll notice that the head that should go right here still fits into the shadow. I can't really get that to go away, but I ended up just taking the spider eyes, putting them on the front of the body. And I think that has more of an actual spider look to it. So there we go, there's that. And obviously in the B00 pack, we've got this brick here is a little different. We've got these stone slabs are a little bit different. They're a little darker than usual, and I really like those changes. They fit into a modern city format. Here you can see, here's our iron golem, which is you know, a couple of different skins. I had a boxer and a skater boy. And you can hear there's some different sounds that they make when they get hit. And so anyway, yeah, that's a pretty cool one. I added the sunglasses and a beanie to him, and I really like the look of it. And here we have our zombie is a police officer, which I really like the, you know, the extra layers here for the hat and the sunglasses. Really ends up looking cool. There's our zombie. Here's our zombie pigman, and the zombie pigman idle sounds are a few different variations of the sound that you're hearing right now, the chainsaw sound. So you can hear these have some different sounds. And this witch is actually just kind of like a bodybuilder chick. Can't change the witch sounds, so I just needed to find something that sort of matched with that. Here's our creeper, and secret agents just trying to keep everybody quiet. and these skeletons just kind of have some like kung fu sounds. Enderman. If I could only get him to scream at me, that'd be good. But yeah, it's just like an old businessman, old real estate businessman that that goes around stealing pieces of other people's property in the nighttime. So here's our zombies. We have a farmer, we have a cleric, we have a butcher, which is vintage beef, but maybe a little different ethnicity. Wanted to mix it up. We have our librarian, kind of a nerdy redhead chick. And we have more of an auburn. She's our true redhead. But here we have our smith villager. And here we have a butcher zombie villager, which is a green beret. Our smith is a highway patrolman with his... obviously he's got his stone sword tucked in there. Here we have our farmer, which is a female officer. We have a cleric, because he's wearing a robe, so we use this detective skin. And a librarian, which, if you check out this librarian, maybe she's like a secret badass and puts on her, gear right there every now and then. So yeah, that's about it for the resource pack here. You guys, I'm such an idiot. I almost forgot to tell you about one of the coolest things in our new resource pack, which is our new custom Elytra, which are much smaller than the actual Elytra in the game. If you compare them side by side, you will see. These are our tactical Elytra. You'll notice there's like a slight bit of transparency going on here. Just a couple of little transparent blocks in there. But yeah, I wanted to do something that looked like sort of a mechanical combat, maybe like a futuristic military weapon type thing for my main Elytra skin. And also included inside of this pack now is going to be a secondary Elytra that you can use. Actually, there's 3 Elytra. There's one that you can see for yourself. But there's a second one that looks like, hold on a second, toggle, yeah. There's another one that looks like this. This is our sort of, for more of your passive player, I think it's more of your passenger jet wing rather than your combat military wing. I think I wanted to come up with this is what I came up with first when Mr. Nismo actually was like, hey, for a modern pack, you should have a Elytra that look like jet wings, maybe. And so this was my first response. I used some redstone, a little bit of quartz texturing, some of the gray from diorite, actually, and then red and blue stained glass for this one. And then for our main Elytra, which actually I gotta say I like this one better, but I feel like these Elytra actually fit the Survival City Combat Texture Pack theme a little bit better. So these are set as the default. You can change them if you like. And obviously I think Minecraft is about to release a new launcher that will let you customize your own Elytra, and this will probably be irrelevant very quickly, but for the time being, I wanted to have some custom Elytra in this pack. Now, I'm going to go ahead and give you one last look at them here, and then let's go ahead and drop you guys right back into the tour as if nothing ever happened. Okay? Bada bing. Now, I think I'm going to also have a video for the Star Wars Resource Pack, which is very similar to this one, and that's going to be coming out right after this, and I'm about to go record that right now. So, I hope you guys have enjoyed this. I've got a link to this pack in the description, And I hope you guys enjoy playing with the pack. Feel free to rip it open and use it as a template for your own designs. If you have a build that needs a different skin set, a different tool set, a different mob set, sounds, all those things, you can look through the file trees inside of this resource pack and you can see how to set the naming conventions on your own. If you guys have any questions about that, you don't hesitate to just make a comment here. I'll see if you leave a comment and I will help you guys out if you have questions on how to do some of the things I've done here. And other than that, I hope you guys enjoy, and I look forward to hearing back from you and seeing how much fun you're having with the pack. Take care, guys. Talk to you later. You bunch of nerds.